I forgot. I'm the one.
Nice.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
There you go. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Timeless Gamers Show, where our games and our bodies may grow out of date, but our gaming experience will forever remain. It's going to be timeless. And the show is now live in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And for all of our old episodes, you can still check them out by going to the YouTube channel, Timeless Gamers Show, or just by going to our website. It's timelessgamers.show. And for all of you who just prefer listening to us talk, that's okay. You can still check out Timeless Gamer Show by going to your favorite podcast platforms of choice. And we will also would like to thank this opportunity to show our appreciation, our timeless appreciation to BitMap Books and Streamyard for making us one of their official affiliates. Alrighty. And previously on the Timeless Gamer Show, we discussed a few similar names, different video games, okay? Especially during the 16-bit era between the Super Nintendo and the Sega Mega Drive. Kind of a cross-platform kind of thing, but, share the same name, but when you play them, they're very different. So if you're curious on our choices for that topic, you know where to go, you know what to do. For this episode, it's going to be the 4X video games, okay? Not the courier service, okay? Not the delivery service out there. 4X, it's 4 like 4XEX, okay? Yeah. My wife was actually asking me earlier, what's the topic for tonight, and I said, 4X video games. Oh, you mean 4X? You mean the delivery courier service? Oh, and I said no, like 4X, like 4X. And anyway, who am I to describe that any more better than the main guy himself, Sir Joel, who actually suggested the 4X video games episode? To be honest, this topic has been sitting for a while. Should have happened like last year, but because of life and stuff, yeah, I might as well just do it this season. And all right, let's introduce the panel. Returning back to the show, we got Sir Marky Mark.
Hi guys, it's been a while. Hi guys, welcome to TGS. I'm Agency of One Quest. This is my another skin without the bonnet. So hello. I hope you guys are doing fine, doing great. So just sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
That's a DLC skin, actually, guys. All right, thank you for that, Sir Marky Mark.
Find a DLC skin.
It's a DLC skin. For RV, you next.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us live, or if you're listening to the podcast, hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us. Yes, we're talking 4X, and I'll be talking Civ 6. So we'll be talking about that later. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you for that, Sir Marky Mark. And of course, Sir Juan, the Riders.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining in today, where we be talking about 4X games. This is going to be my first attempt at talking about it, as I played it for the past week. So I'm going to be doing Civilization 7.
Alrighty, thank you for that, Sir Juan. Who is that? Oh my God, Sir JDM.
Juan De Marcos of 123 Go Retro, and sorry for the shades. It's too bright in here, so I have to wear something to cover my eyes. And we're going to talk about the lesser subgenre of the strategy games, which is 4X, because a lot of people talk about Red Alert,
StarCraft.
tactical
Realm.
strategy games, right? And who would like to know about 4X? And it's you people who are watching this show.
What do you mean,
Alright,
you
thank
people?
What do you mean, you people?
I just want to know how quick they'll deliver my package to my house.
Oh, really?
It's going to be a very special sponsored episode. Thanks to the guys. Thanks to the guys in 4X. All right, and of course the man himself, Sir Joel.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are. This is Joel of the Banyaga Native page here to discuss here on the Timeless Gamer Show 4X strategy games. Okay, so actually, a little bit of a side note to JDM. First things first, I thought that was a filter with those shades that you're wearing, JDM. I thought that was one of those video filters
The
that you
It would have
have.
been
Zoom
funny if it was
filter.
coming down from the top of the screen. Right
Yeah,
underneath the
but it's really cool. It's a real pair of shades in the
The
8-bit
pixel
style. I
shades.
like it very much. Very nice. I'm gonna have to get one of those. It's fully functional, right? You can wear it outside and it keeps the sunlight from your eyes.
Yeah, it's like a shade.
All right,
It's
very
a
cool.
pixel shade.
I'm gonna have to get one of those. Definitely gonna have to get one of those. All right. So to continue, we are going to be talking about 4X games today, which is a subgenre of strategy games. 4X, for those of you who do not know, stands for explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. So the basic premise of a 4X game is that you start off with a small group or a small tribe and you explore the map. You meet other tribes and you kind of start with diplomatic trading with them, but eventually you will get into battles against them with the ultimate purpose of taking over the either planet or the galaxy, whichever the setting is. But yes, that is going to be our topic for today. And I did notice that almost everybody chose a particular game which is emblematic or the epitome of 4X games. And that's perfectly fine because everybody knows this game in particular. Everybody loves this game. I personally love this game, but since I proposed the topic and I've been playing this game since its very first game in DOS days, I recused myself from this game in particular, and I am going to be discussing other 4X games for everybody's consumption and enjoyment. But yeah, does anybody want to start with a little bit of a thought about their impression of what their 4X game experience is? I tossed out 4X games as a topic because I wanted some people who have never experienced it to have an idea of it. Two people in particular here I'm very proud of. Joe and Juan have really never experienced a 4X game. And I am so excited to hear what their experiences are with this episode. But we are going to go through it one at a time and a little bit at a time. So let's see. Let's hear what I'm going to start off by describing the basic premise of the 4X game. It is again explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. You start with a small tribe. You make sure that you explore as much of the map as possible before encountering an enemy tribe. You try to reap the resources that you find all over the map. Whether it be barbarians that might join your tribe, or they might fight you, and you might gather their gold, or mines, valleys, rivers, everything. You try to make yourself as rich as possible before hitting an enemy tribe, and then you start negotiations. It's mostly based on old board games. For those of you who are not familiar with the old style board games, you would gather a group of friends around and have a board game there, and you would play a board game all night long. You would move pieces, you would try to conquer the maps. Some board games last about 30 minutes, and some board games last 8 hours. That was the old days. They automated that, and eventually it became 4X games. Now, I want to reach out to, the panel is comprised mostly of Civ guys. Which ones of you here had the earliest version? I think it might have been Mark, right? Civilization 5 is your game, right? So
Yeah.
tell me, Mark Ajushi, about how your play style of Civilization 5 is. When you start your tribe, what is the first thing that you do?
Actually, the Civilization 5. I asked RV last time about our topic. So
Mhm,
I'm like, sorry, I am clueless about 4X games
mhm.
genre.
Okay. Oh, I
Um,
forgot. Yes, Mark is also one of the new people that is starting off on the 4X games. Yeah, there you
yeah.
go. All right. So, Mark, go ahead.
So I asked here, what is our topic? It's 4X game. What is 4X games? I'm sorry, I haven't read the
Mhm.
our from the Facebook our page.
Yeah.
4X games. Okay, Arvin told me about the civilization game, so I'm like, civilization game. Okay, I'll be looking at it. When
Mhm.
I look at it at the Steam, it's discounted here like 75 pesos only. So I'm like, okay, I'll grab
Nice.
this.
Really good price.
Um, the I am always fond of this kind of games
Mhm.
wherein you build your what do you call this,
Mhm. Yeah,
civilization or the
civilization. Yeah.
buildings.
Mhm.
This particular game, Civilization 5,
Mhm.
is turn based.
Yes. Mhm.
It's not real time, so I'm like, this is going to be hard for me
Mhm. Okay.
because I am really into the games like the real time, such as Warcraft and stuff. But this is new, so I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I'll give it a try. The Civilization 5 is like giving a big textbook in front of you and said good luck.
Mhm.
That's my first impression of it. So I am mesmerized and same time I am quite having a hard time understanding it. That's for me.
Mhm. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So that was your initial impression. It surprised you because it was a turn-based game, and that's perfectly
Yes.
fine. A lot of people nowadays are used to instant feedback, like action RPGs, like the Dead Souls, like the Demon Souls or the Dark Souls type of games where it's instant movement, instant action. This one, I imagined would particularly appeal to Joe because of the fact that he and I are very much turn-based guys. I forgot to mention it to the audience. 4X games tend to be a turn-based affair. When you move purely on your own time. And then the next turn, somebody else moves and another person moves in the next turn. You get to position your troops, you get to position your characters, you get to position your citizens everywhere in the map on your turn. It's all your choice. Um, the nice thing about that is it allows you some breathing time, and that's the strategy portion of it. It allows you some breathing time to think, how am I going to best position my resource so that this will extract the maximum amount of, well, gold, dyes, animals for me so that it will benefit my civilization. But that is one of the biggest things about 4X game. Again, it was based on board games, turn based. Everybody takes a turn and everybody tries to position their characters to the maximum effect. Now, moving on to the next character in the next game in the series, Civilization 6, RV. How long have you been playing Civilization type of games or 4X games?
I think I've started with Civ 5,
Hmm.
played Civ 6, and I definitely am looking forward to hearing So One's impression of Civ 7 because I know that just recently came out because I'd be very
Yes.
keen to play that as well. So
Hmm.
the way I describe it is when people ask me what civilization is like, it's kind of like a chess game. I move, you move, I move, you move until
Yes.
someone dies or whatever. So
Mm.
yeah, I've been playing quite a while. The way I kind of play is it's always just to dominate and kind of, I guess, take the capital cities, which is one of the ways to win, which I'll explain later on. In this one, they give in Civ 6 anyway, they give you a bit an extra way to win. Again, I'll explain that later on, but yeah, that's kind of how I like to play. I know there's other ways that you can win, like space race and whatnot, but I just prefer going to war.
Yes, that's another thing. That's another thing about our 4X games. It's not necessarily tied to just one type of winning. Like RB expounded, the main way is to overpower your enemies. Build your armies, make them strong enough so that you overpower whoever comes along, or you go out and destroy, destroy this other civilizations there. But there's other ways of winning, like economic wins, making sure that you're the richest guy in the planet and you build the World Bank. Or there's also diplomatic win where you fund the United Nations and you get everybody's vote to make you the ruler of the place. But yes, RB did expound on that. Civilization started that off, if I remember correctly, and that is one of the fascinating ways. You don't always have to be the aggressor, or you don't always have to be the guy who stomps everybody's head to the curb. That is one of the nice things about it. Now, RV did lead into it. I do want to hear Juan's opinion as well. Now that because we're moving from 5 to 6 to 7.
No, because I'm playing it now.
Juan is
I'm
that
trying
guy.
to continue.
Oh my goodness, he's still playing. Okay. Oh my goodness, he's still playing. That's why. Okay.
Just one more turn.
Just one more turn. He's trying to get one more turn in. Oh my goodness. All
yeah,
right,
I'm at
Juan,
where am I?
if initial impressions, tell us how you felt when you first booted up Civilization 7.
When I first booted it up, it
Yes.
took forever.
Really? Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
because it's huge. It's a huge game. That's true.
So I literally sat there, I had to close it, open it, close it, open it, close it,
Oh,
open it,
really?
and it finally
Okay.
worked. But my
Mhm.
first initial impression, like I said, I've never played games like this. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, to how RV said, my initial impression, yeah, it's like chess. I move, you move.
Yes.
And trying to figure out what each. Well,
Mhm.
okay, my screen just tripped.
Mhm.
Trying to figure out, what the hell to do. And
Yes.
I had you in the chats over here, giving me,
Yes.
stuff
Tips.
to kind of like, to use with the game and characters
Mhm.
to kind of look out for, which I haven't found yet. I'm still
Yeah.
looking for Gandhi.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, just this is my first time playing a game like this. Like, I never thought I'd play a game like this, but you know what?
Mhm.
Within this group, I've come to play a lot of things I haven't played for the first time.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, I like it. Like, I'm gonna keep playing this until
Mhm.
either I win or I get taken out.
Yeah.
Like I was
Mhm.
telling you in the chats, like I was trying to scout everything and open up the map as much as I could,
Good
and
approach.
I thought it was an enemy like coming to attack, but it was actually one of my
Mhm.
one of my alliances.
Okay.
So I fucking smacked the shit out of her. And
Oh.
so took her ass out. I'm still waiting for the time to kind of go down to take over her city.
Okay.
I'm still trying to get deeper into it. Right now I'm at a standstill. Like nobody wants to
Mhm.
move.
Oh my goodness.
So-
That's funny. Actually, yeah, that can happen. It's one of the things that in Civilization or 4X games, you form alliances. I forgot about that one. You can form alliances with other civilizations or other groups. You can do diplomatic trades. You can do diplomatic conversations with them. You can have open borders. You can have mutual defense pacts and everything. In a way, 4X games are a crash course in world history,
Yeah.
particularly Civilization. There's a lot you can learn. And one wonderful thing about Civilization is that it includes, even from the very first Civilization, what they call a civilopedia. It is a comprehensive learning course on what the biggest developments of humanity was from the very beginning of time to modern times. And the wonderful thing about it is it's not just focused on Western civilizations. It can also have a look at Eastern civilizations. You find out about the Great Wall of China. You find out about the Angkor Wat. You find out about all the other things that are happening in the rest of the world while Western civilization is developing. So for those of you who are for those of the kids in the chats who want to learn more about world civilizations, I would say this is a good game to start because you learn about world history, and
Mhm.
as you're playing you find out more about how things connect to each other and what events led up to which one. It
Chilling in
is a good
2420 BCE. That's where I'm at right now.
2420. Oh my. Oh, yeah. Oh, you started off that tribe, and you're gonna be doing a run. Okay,
Yeah,
understood. Not a
yeah.
problem. Not a problem. Okay. Now, I want to hear an opposing point of view this time. I want not so much opposing as it is some a tangential point of view. I want to hear from uh JDM because of the fact that he chose a game that is not Civilization. It is
Mm.
called Age of Wonders, which is basically Civilization in a fantasy setting. JDM, tell us about when you began your journey into 4X, with particularly with Age of Wonders. What was your initial impression of it?
I played Age of Wonders Shadow Magic when I was in first year college
Hmm.
in 2003. And that was the time when I bought like online what do you call this? Encyclopedia. I
Hmm.
forgot which
The
one. World Book.
Encyclopedia
I
Britannica.
think
Okay.
World Book
Oh,
Encyclopedia
the
from
word.
Quiapo or somewhere.
Okay, got it.
And
Mhm.
I saw this game, so I bought it. Then I didn't know that it was a 4X game, but when I played it, it was a I thought it was an RPG game. So I bought it,
Mhm.
inserted it into the PC CD-ROM, and then when I boot the game up, it's a strategy game, much like this game.
Mhm.
This is the first game that I played that is 4X. I was exposed to 4X before real-time strategy games like Red Alert. So
Mm.
I got experience. Then this one is what they call this Deadlock 2,
Oh
which is a
yeah.
sci-fi space sci-fi 4X game.
Mm.
And Age of Wonders Shadow Magic is a fantasy game.
Yeah.
So it involves mages. Although it still has that civilization um, resources, resource gathering like gold, and but this one it involves mana.
Mm.
And magic is it's not an option in this game. It's actually the core of the gameplay here. So
Yeah.
it still has this civilization feels, but it's more on the fantasy side. You can control a huge uh, set of races like gnomes, goblins, humans, and
Elves. Yes.
so
Oh wait. Was it
it
elves? Yeah.
yeah, elves.
Hmm.
And another in this particular game, it's the shadow lords who are trying to get into the realm. They try to um, like occupy every places in the surface.
Hmm.
This one is a really it it's a fantasy game, but it still feels like Civilization, but with like Lord of the Rings
Hmm.
infused with Civilization.
Yes. Age of Wonders. One of the the one thing I know I've learned about 4X games is that not all of them are open are no plot type of strategy games. Civilization is a game where you have your own. Well, basically, the world history is the plot of the game. So basically, you're watching the story of humanity unfold. Other games like Age of Wonders, Disciples Sacred Lands, Endless Space 2, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, which is the sequel to Civilization, and what was the other one that Endless Legend are games, 4X games that actually have a storyline to them, and you watch it develop as you go. If you're interested in a storyline, there's other games that you might want to check in the 4X genre. The Age of Wonders is great, honestly. For storyline, honestly, the lore is fantastic. Also, other games like Endless Space 2, which is connected to the Endless Legend series, they also have their own lore, very deep, very profound. But yes, great storylines. But if you want the story of humanity, civilization is the way to go. Now, I want to get to Joe, who I challenged to because it's completely out of his bailiwick. Joe is our resident RPG guy. I wanted him to get an initial impression and how he would react to a 4X game. Joe, I assigned you Civilization Revolution. You did the game all throughout in was it Xbox or PS3?
PS3.
PS3. All right. So you loaded it up on PS3. What were your initial impressions of Civilization Revolution?
You start slow as fuck. Okay. All right. So a few things. Okay. A few things because thank God because I used to play Red Alert 2. All right, Command and Conquer, and probably if I didn't had that playing experience with Red Alert or Command and Conquer, I don't know what to do with this.
Mhm.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this genre. Okay, especially playing my very first Civilization and arguably the easiest Civilization game out there that Sir Joel has to choose for me.
Mm.
And so that's the first thing. It will start you slow, but there's this tutorial in the very beginning that will guide you or hold your hand so that you know the very basics of it until you come up with your own strategy on how to proceed.
Mhm.
Okay. Number two, it the game pretty much reminded me of this anime or manga. Sir Joel might know this.
Mm.
Doctor Stone.
Oh yeah.
Doctor
Yeah. Yeah.
Stone.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm.
Because in this day and age that we have right now, where we're in the digital age, and unfortunately we are still relying on crude petroleum as our main energy source. It kind of it drives the notion that everything that we have right now we take for granted. Like all the things that we have right now came from one thing, and that thing came from one thing, and that thing came from one thing. Okay. Well, playing Civilization reminded me of Dr. Stone because it reminded me, or at least re-educated me, reorientated me on the very basic foundations of what things are made of,
Mhm.
what things came where the things that we use right now came from originally, from the very basic, the very raw, um, the raw products that is needed, how us as humans were able to progress. Even the very notion of, because when we say technology right now,
Mm.
technology doesn't necessarily mean mechanical, doesn't necessarily mean electrical. The very discovery of fire, that's technology.
True.
The
True.
very
True. True.
discovery of an aqueduct, so simple, but that's technology. The very discovery of textile clothing, that's technology.
Very true.
So playing the video game reminded me that okay, um, you have to. It kind of reinforces the idea of you need to crawl before you walk. You need to walk before you run, and
Mhm.
you need to run before you leap. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
yeah. So throughout the ages, as you play, especially with any civilization game or with any 4X video games, rather, the slow build up from the very basic technology all the way to the advanced technology, you'll appreciate more and more. And
Mm.
unlike the real time strategy video games, where each build doesn't necessarily mean like maybe a few minutes, and then
Mhm.
whatever you're building, it's there.
Mhm.
In games like these, they really take their time. Okay, they really take their time, and I don't like waiting. Okay. Usually, with usually I usually take the easy way out. I usually cheat my way, but no. Unfortunately, with Civilization Revolution
Mm.
for the PlayStation 3, I could not cheat the hell out of it. But more on
Mm,
that later. So
mhm.
first impressions, yeah. You will start slow, but eventually. Uh, oh, number three. Uh, there's a steep learning curve in here. This video game is not for the dumb people.
Oh yes,
Okay,
agreed.
I'm saying
Hmm.
it right now.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not. It's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. It's not for this. This kind of genre is not for dumb people
Hmm.
without patience.
Yes, that's it. Hmm.
Okay,
Solid.
so I mean, you can be dumb as fuck, but if
Mm.
you have the patience to learn all of this,
Right.
you'll get by eventually.
Mm.
But if you're dumb and you don't have the patience to
Hmm.
sit down and play this,
Hmm.
yeah, you know what? Play a red alert.
No, 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 no.
Play your
The,
hack and slashes.
it's a great point, honestly. The thing about Civilization and 4X games is that one of the important things about it is it does require patience. You, like Joe says, you might be as dumb as a sack of bricks, but honestly, if you have the patience and you start trying to understand it and you start it clicks in your head and you start reading the Civilopedia and you have any kind of interest at all in history or in how things develop or in how things are connected to each other, this game will click with you, will grow on you, honestly, because of the fact that
Yeah,
we are we are students of history. No matter what stage of life you are, you what level you are, eventually
yeah,
you will understand that everything came from something else. And like Joe says, this is a good way for people to start realizing that humanity and anything else has a long stage, has a long background. And realized that when you start as a civilization player, you have to have the patience. You don't necessarily have to have the knowledge, but when you get when you have the patience, it'll click. Joe, go ahead.
Rome wasn't built in a day, literally, guys.
Absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
so
Mhm.
unlike those real time strategy games where you
Mhm.
got guns and swords already, no,
Mhm.
in this you need to discover bronze first before you can
Yes,
get iron, and you
yes.
need to learn how to craft, and you need to master the art of craftsmanship and
Mhm.
smithery before you can even produce a decent weapon.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's not like, oh, guns. I
Mhm.
click on that, then and then automatically I have guns. No, you need to discover how to make gunpowder first before you
Yes.
can even make a gun.
Mhm.
Okay, so you need to discover the raw materials for gunpowder first. So, like I said, guys, how different our lives would be
Mhm.
if one scientific breakthrough all of those years ago
Mhm.
was suddenly missed. How things
Yes.
are would be different right now.
Yes, very true, very true. And
Certain
yes,
steps could be taken.
it's also a very relevant point. Dr. Stone, exactly. It is a
Like
great
Doctor Stone did.
anime. Yes.
Yeah, if you read the manga and you read the anime, you know what we mean.
Yes, absolutely. There you go. Now, one thing that I neglected to mention earlier is, and Joe kind of pointed this out, is the tech tree. For those of you who are at all familiar with 4X games, one of the most important components of a 4X game is the tech tree. This is how your technologies develop from the most basic stone implements all the way to nanotechnology. This is the map that you have to follow so that you will find the discoveries all throughout history that will advance your civilization. That's one thing that is common among all 4X games, and that is something that you are going to have to learn to exploit, for lack of a better word, because those who control the advance of technology through tech trees are the kings of the world in 4X
Woo!
games. Mhm.
How can I get a tank, dude? You haven't invented the wheel yet.
Yes.
Ooh, how can I make a nuclear bomb, dude? You
Mhm.
haven't even discovered electricity yet.
Mhm.
Fuck.
You haven't even learned how to dye your fabrics, but you know,
You didn't tie your fabric yet. So why are you skipping all that, right?
that's funny. It's true. It's true though. If you don't, if you master the tech tree, that's one underutilized knowledge base in 4X games, if you master that tech tree, you are going to have a solid grasp of how to win the game. Although, right now, I would like to take a moment to say hi to our audience right now listening to us here in our episode. First things first, I want to say hi again to Gami. Gami, Maruna Royka, thanks very much for being here. Happy that you're here. Very, very happy that you're one of our regulars. And we have Morning Hearts. We also have some of our regulars here as well. Of course, we have our usual Marlon. Marlon is here. Thanks very much, Marlon. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody who is downloading our episode right now understands that we are, we here at Timeless Gamer Show are more than happy to delve into not just our regular games, but also the games that we are not very familiar with.
The ice
This
down
one
there.
in particular. Yes,
Mhm.
there you go. And Miss I, of course, she mentioned she enjoyed Polytopia. Great game, which brings me to Juan. Juan, if you are happy with Civilization 7 on your mobile, you might want to try the game that Miss I
Mhm.
is talking about, Polytopia.
Polytopia.
It's a much faster, much faster version of Civilization. It's much more pared down. It's much more simplistic. But if you wanted something very fast,
Okay.
Polytopia is the one to try.
That'll
Speaking
probably
of
be the
which,
next one I do
there you go.
after I'm done
Oh
with
my
this.
goodness. All right. That I think we've infected Juan with the one more turn bug. Wouldn't you say,
One
RP?
more turn.
One more turn.
One more turn. Yeah,
There
change
you
his
go.
name right now. One more
I
turn.
know, I know. His sub
Let's see.
his what do you call this? His subtitle will be Juan more turn going forward. There you go.
Let me
Now,
see.
the thing about it is, Juan, I do want to ask you now that you've delved a little bit more into it. How are you finding the well? How many civs have you started off on already? Which types of civs have you tried? Have you tried? You said you started off with was it Mexican or was it
Yeah,
Filipino? Mhm.
Jose Rizal.
Yes, Jose
I
Rizal. Okay.
Well, I was gonna start another one, but like I said,
Mhm.
outside life,
Okay.
stopped me from doing it.
Of
So I'm
course, yeah.
I'm gonna continue this one and like really get the bases down for it, and then once I
Mhm.
That is
gather
racist.
everything, like Lily,
Mhm.
I'll start another one.
All right. The thing about my question to you would probably be is does it does it factor in to the choice that you made about the abilities that you saw the character had in choosing your civilization, or is it something that you just picked right off the bat?
I just picked right off the back to kind of just start getting my knowledge on the game. I mean, and like
Hmm.
a bunch of stuff that you told me too,
Yes.
kind of, is going to lead into the next playthrough. So right
Yeah.
now I'm just learning and learning and learning. And once I kind of just grasp
Hmm.
everything,
Yes.
then I know I'll be good. And I'll sit here and I'll talk shop with you guys. You guys probably won't get me to
Mm.
shut up.
Well, we'd be happy to, Juan. Don't worry about
We'll
it.
have to do a 4X episode too.
Part two. There you go. There you go. We're happy
And then
with that.
maybe part 3, Joe.
Oh yeah, we're perfectly fine with that as long
Joe's
as
like, please no.
as long as the panel wants it, as long as the audience wants it, we will do as many episodes of many parts of an episode as anybody wants. All right. Now, let me ask Mark Ajushi as well. The thing about Civilization 5, if I remember correctly, it is one of the first ones that started off with the hex layout of games. Because way back in the day, with Civilization games and with 4X games, all we had were squares, square
Mm.
tiles. When you started moving your characters, you can only move in four directions. With Civilization 5, you could move in six directions going forward, which is more faithful to old classic tactical board games which
Mm.
had hex tiles for maps. Was that a hard adjustment for you, Mark?
Actually, I didn't know that the other game started with
Hmm.
the that kind
Yes.
of tile. Okay,
Yeah.
so I mean it's fine, I guess. What I'm actually right now in the game is that I'm trying to figure out so many things.
Mhm.
Because, like what I said, this is new to me. So,
Mhm.
uh, to be honest, earlier, I tried to make another file
Mhm.
because I'm doing some things. I got lost. So I'm trying to figure out things right now. Like also what I've heard from Juan earlier is that he is choosing some what do you call this? Was it nations or what? So
Yes.
wait, you can choose?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Di ko alam yun.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
Mhm. There's
So
different nations.
yeah, so I think
Oh,
I'm
that
going
reminds
to
me.
try
What
it out
nation did you
again.
choose? What nation did
I
you choose,
have,
Mark?
as I remember, it was France or what?
France. Okay, so Marie Antoinette, if I remember correctly. All
Yes,
right, there you go.
he's the one
That's
who's
one thing.
guiding me right.
Okay, well, that's one thing. I always choose Alexander the Great, the Greeks,
Mm.
because they're really powerful on the in the start of the game. The Greeks have always been very powerful in the early world.
Not because
I
that's
like
her daughter's name.
Well, there's also that, yeah. But yes, also that was my name originally. My full name back then was Joel Alexander De Leon Baklit, but I had to drop the Alexander here in the U.S. because they don't allow they don't allow second
Second
names
name.
here. Yeah, they own yes,
Confuse the hell out
because
of him.
exactly yes, the official legal documents do not have a space for second name. They only have first name, middle name, last name. So I had to
I have
drop
two first.
my
I
second
have
name.
two first names.
You have two first names, but the thing about it is legal documents they have to squeeze it into the first name, and usually you don't have enough space for that. In my case, it's really long, but
Mm.
yeah, in and that's one thing I always choose Alexander. Juan chose Jose Rizal, which which is very pertinent. Let's see, RV,
Yeah,
who
I'm a part of
who
the Mississippian
the
civilization.
Mississippians. Okay, so the river people. Understood. Understood. Got it. Okay. RV, who is your civilization of choice?
I chose Australia.
Australia. Okay, very good, very good.
Of course,
Who is the usual representative
Crocodile
of
Dundee.
Australia? No, it's not.
Steve Irwin.
Yeah, you call that a knife? Yeah, that's a knife.
who
It's
who
it's
go ahead.
John Curtin, one of the former
Oh.
prime ministers. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. One of the prime ministers. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. Yeah, but
Who?
it's
John Curtin.
Joe's gonna have to research. I mean, he's in Australia himself, so he's gonna have to research himself. There you go.
Yeah, like you said, so Joe, you
I'm
learn
racist.
things. Like I didn't know that either. But he was like, but in there, when you load up the game, it gives you like a little history of this person. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes. It gives little histories. It also gives the ability. So, like certain
Yes.
leaders have the strong armies in the beginning. Certain leaders have strong economics. Certain leaders have strong culture. The Chinese, in particular, have a very strong cultural start. So, if you were going to be choosing somebody like Mao Zedong, his culture background is going to be extremely strong right from the start. And yeah, that factors into your gameplay. A lot of these leaders that you start will affect how you play the game going forward. Joe, which one did you choose?
Civilization Revolution.
No, I mean like which leader did you choose?
Oh, initially I chose Napoleon
Napoleon.
Bonaparte,
Hmm.
France, and then uh, my initial playthrough, of course,
Hmm.
when I didn't know what I was doing,
Hmm.
and then after that, uh, who are the other leaders?
Oh,
Civil.
there's Abraham Lincoln. There's also yes, Alexander the Great. There's Julius Caesar for Rome. There's if I remember correctly, Zulu, Shaka Zulu.
Shaka
And
Zulu.
yes.
I think I went for Germany. I think.
Germany, Bismarck. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, Otto von Bismarck. Yeah,
Otto von
Otto
Bismarck.
von Bismarck.
Okay.
I
It's
love
it's
that
it
dude.
it's fascinating where
He's a
you
gooner.
get to choose.
My type of guy. My type of guy.
Well, yeah, he was. That's true. That's true. But
Mm.
yeah, that's the thing about
Some
these
things you learn
characters.
from history, guys.
It's true. It's true. Now I'd like to ask JDM because of the fact that Age of Wonders does not have your traditional historical characters. Which faction did you choose, JDM, for your Age of Wonders playthrough?
Of course, I'll go with the good uh, races like the elves,
Mm,
the dwarves, and the because here in this game humans are neutral,
mm,
And then the other ones are the Shadow Lords, those who creeps in the shadow. They are the evil. And one of the heroes in actually this game is a standalone expansion of Age of Wonders 2. And in this particular game, one of my favorite heroes is Belandor, who's an elf. She's a elf elven mage
Mm.
in the first campaign. So you have also the uh, different races. There are also different factions like the nomads, who are basically they're the desert people,
Mm.
and they also have this different campaign. The other one, the Elven campaign, is called the Norwood and the Nomads, and
Mm.
so this mage is um they can travel with the army, but they are most useful if you are in like the castle or the shrine, because that's where they could cast certain spells to buff the entire army or do damage to the enemies. And one of them is Belandor. She's actually in the cover
Mm.
of
Yes.
the game.
So what? Let me guess. Elves, dwarves,
Mm.
orcs, urukai,
Yes,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
what?
halflings.
Although
Halflings.
yes, although the nice thing about the fantasy 4X games is that they do have certain races, and most of the time these races do have their own lore. They have great lore, by the way. Speaking of which, like the elves normally would have the lord where they are where they have an ancient civilization, and they're not happy about all of these humans starting to infest their lands, things like that. Or the dwarves just want to be left alone, and
Moria.
yes, Moira, but
They
exactly. So
Moria.
it does follow the Tolkien-esque background of storyline, but with their own unique twists. And for those of you who are looking for a storyline for their games, other 4X games do have that. So Age of Wonders, like JDM pointed out, starting races do have starting lore, and they do play into those. So the dwarves tend to be isolationist, so they tend to be very earth-based and self-sufficient. The elves tend to have a very good affinity with nature, so whenever they're out in the forest they have bonuses, things like that. So those are pluses to their racial characters and to their storylines. um
Yeah. Keep the humans out. Let's build a wall. All right.
It
Keep the
is
humans
very,
out.
if
Let's
you're really into,
keep the humans and the dwarves out. All right.
yes,
Build
it's
that
true,
wall.
true. Yes,
Build
JDM,
that
go ahead.
wall in the forest.
Yes, JDM, go ahead.
yeah, if you're really into fantasy, Dungeons and
Mm,
Dragons,
yeah.
you know the racial bonuses for each
Yes,
race.
absolutely. Yes, if you're at all any kind of Tolkien fan or D&D fan,
Yes.
you'll slide right into Age of Wonders and all the other Fantasy 4X games like a glove. Honestly, it's really easy. If
What if you choose like a black elf? What happens?
then you're
You
Drizzt
get shot
Urden, and
right
you
at the
yeah.
very beginning.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard mode right off the
Harder.
bat because everybody's angry at you.
Black elf.
Uh,
Yes, it's
what do
true.
they
Blame
Yeah,
for
call
everything.
yeah.
the
Sad.
black
Every
elves in Dungeons and Dragons are
mhm.
called
E-
drows?
yes, drows. They're
Drows?
all evil. Yeah, they're all evil.
Always
It's the cri-
stealing, always
yes,
cheating, can't get
yes,
a
yes,
cab.
yes. In it's true. In If you're at all familiar with the Forgotten Realms, a setting of Dungeons and Dragons,
Nothing
the
but
drow.
grills and
Yeah,
golden teeth.
absolutely. Yeah,
Lots of
yeah.
bling.
Yes. And the thing about it is, if you're familiar with that, it's going to be easy for you to slide into. If you're familiar with sci-fi, though, the sci-fi 4X games like Endless Space, like Galactic Civilizations, the older ones like Pax Imperia Eminent Domain or Imperium Galactica, those old 4X games, you're gonna slide into them also really, really easily. Honestly, sci-fi has a place, fantasy has a place, real world has a place. That's a wonderful thing about 4X games. it if you have a particular flavor in mind, there's a 4X game for you. Oh, one thing though that I do want to emphasize is that you are moving armies here. You're not moving individual characters, you're moving armies here. One thing about me is that I'm terrible at commanding individual characters because I always have a strong empathy for individual characters. If I see somebody die, I feel sad. Whereas if I choose an army to command, if it dies out on the field, I don't really feel all that much for it because
Eh,
it's a whole group
You're
of them.
just statistic to Sir
Yeah,
Joel, okay?
exactly. Yeah,
Unit lost.
exactly.
Unit
That's
lost.
it.
Unit lost.
One Luke Skywalker and an X-wing fighter being destroyed, I feel sad. But if it's a battleship housing thousands of people getting shot down from the sky, I don't care. That's just another.
It's just
I
a firework.
yeah, exactly. I'll just build another battleship. But
I
yeah,
just built
that's
another
just
one.
me. Yeah. All right. So now
You are
next question.
dispensable, Sir Joel.
That's it. That's it. That's true. That's true. And I guess that's one
Plenty
thing that
more
I
where
like
you
about
came
4X
from,
games.
soldier.
Yeah, I guess as a general, that's the thing. I don't have the well. What did Ultra Magnus say in Transformers the movie? I can't deal with that right now. So that's the thing about that's the thing about 4X
And that's
games.
why
You
Dane
can't
got
harm.
chosen by the Matrix.
It's true. It's true. Honestly, yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why Ultra Magnus does not have the affinity for individual characters that he commands. He has to command entire armies like me. So anyway, so one more question before we go on break is what um one of the things about the 4X genre is the one more turn feel. Did that feel hit you? Sorry. The question is, when did that one more turn feel hit you when you were playing your 4X game of choice? Let's start with Juan this time. When did that 4X when did that one more turn bug bite you in playing your 4X game of choice?
I would say probably like maybe 10 to 15 minutes into it.
Okay.
Because then, like, at first it was confusing. And then once I started to get in the grasp of the movement,
Mhm.
like right now, I'm playing just on the phone. I was playing with my controller attached to it. So it was
Yes.
easy to move.
Mhm.
And yeah, I've just been stuck on it ever since, as you guys can see me right now.
I know. Throughout the
So,
episode, you're still playing, and that's perfectly fine.
I
That's
reached a
also
natural
good.
disaster.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Wait, natural disaster? You activated one, or it just happened in game?
It just popped up right now. So a natural disaster is
You're
occurring.
gonna have to deal
Mount
with that.
Pele.
Yeah. An eruption? Oh no.
Eruption.
Okay. Yeah, an eruption.
Well, I didn't read.
and-
I didn't read the rest. Yeah, volcano
Okay.
eruption.
Oh my
man.
goodness, that will change the landscape. Then that means you're gonna have to work around that.
And I
You
just
might-
took over Babylon.
It's close to Babylon. The eruption.
Yeah.
It's close to the city. Oh.
It's literally like right there.
Well, better that than Pompeii, of course.
That's true. That's true. Pompeii is a really bad
Let me
one.
see.
Then
You guys
Vesuvius.
can see it. Hold on, let me take off.
sure.
this
Sure.
background.
Yeah, that's the
Vesuvius.
thing. Because an eruption near a city will change the resources that are available in the area.
And the
There you go.
terrain.
Yeah, and the terrain,
resources.
definitely the terrain,
Can't really.
the distribution of people, the distribution of
You can see the smoke from the
characters.
volcano.
Flora and fauna.
Okay.
Smoke Pinatubo.
I don't.
No, because
remember-
most of the time, all the land is unusable
yes, true,
for,
very true.
for a
I,
while.
I just started building like on Babylon. Like it gave me the prompt to
Mm.
start building and adding stuff to it.
Oh
But I was
my
looking-
goodness.
I was looking at all the characters. I didn't even know that Machiavelli was
Oh yes,
a playable
yes,
Machiavelli.
character.
Mhm.
But when I was going through the characters, I didn't see him.
Antoine Machiavelli.
Napoleon. Like I didn't see that one. But it says
Mhm.
Napoleon needed 2K account.
Oh
They didn't
my
even ask me
goodness.
for one. So,
They're what you call this? They're DLC essentially, basically.
so probably if you're
Ah.
on console or
Ah,
PC,
yeah.
probably not the phone.
Possibly.
But the girl that I took out was Isabella, the Queen of Spain. That's who I went to
Queen
war with.
Isabella.
Nice. Okay. Now,
Attacked by
RV.
the Filipinos. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. Now, RV. When
What are we going?
did-
What are we supposed to do? Like, what are we going to do?
Ask Jose
No,
Rizal if he
seriously.
can.
Filipinos, I mean, what the hell are you gonna do?
How about RV? I want
Complain?
to ask RV. When did the one more turn bug hit you? When you started playing your 4X game? Was it early on? Was it later on when you tried to push through it? Was it something that happened after you dropped it and then got back to it? When did it happen to you?
Nowadays, it's every time I start the game. It's
Okay.
like I know I can't. It's when I say I'm going to stop it, I never do. But generally, when I start a new game, it's kind of mid game. When I guess when you get to the classical era, that's when it's hard because that's when it starts ramping up. You get like
Hmm.
or you start getting in your groove and you start like
Hmm.
attacking people, or if not, so yeah. But yeah.
All right, there you go.
Well, that's where I'm
So,
at too. Because like I
oh
told
yeah.
you in the chats, I'm like, dude, like I got surrounded. So I'm like, okay,
Mm.
dude, I need to build more warriors to take this shit out. That's
I'm,
where
I'm,
I mean,
I'm,
where the one more
I'm.
turn
s-
kind of
Yes.
expanded.
I'm saddened by the screenshot that Juan posted because he was surrounded. He got ambushed by everybody. Everybody decided, oh, this
But
guy, this
but I
guy's gonna
took
get.
their ass out though. Well, once I realized that I was able to queue up a lot of
Mm, mm.
warriors and stuff like
Yes.
that,
Hmm.
my biggest thing that I used was the archers and just
Oh
fucking
yes,
just burning
yes,
their asses to
absolutely.
death.
Absolutely. Then the good thing about one thing about 4X games is that you can utilize the old rock paper scissors technique. If some units are more effective against others, some units are better suited to certain tasks.
Mhm.
So spearmen are best left to cities to guard, to garrison. Archers are very good when it comes to advanced forays and softening up the enemy
Siege.
before they come to you. Yes. So that is also another thing that you learn in 4X games. Now, I want to jump over
As you
to,
just said that, that's what I'm doing.
yes.
Like literally, I have my warriors on my borders right now, and I have just literally.
Good, good, very good. Juan is learning very fast. There you go. Now, Mark, I know you're just starting off on your journey to civilization. Has it felt like for you, does it feel like you want to keep going or do the one more turn thing? Does it feel like it's something that has affected you yet, or is it something that is still to affect you?
Actually, it hit me like 2 minutes on the game.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes. Like what I've said earlier,
Pretty
I'm
quick.
Mm,
new to this game. Okay, to this
mm,
genre, to this turn-based civilization.
yeah.
So there's that narrator or the guide
Mm,
guiding me from the game. Then there's she's telling something and I can't understand it. So I tried to move the troops. When I
mm.
moved the troops, I lost a turn. So from
Aha.
that, I'm like, okay, so this
Mm,
is that kind of game. So I'm trying to think in myself, like, if this is in real life, in reality, you can just point out those troops and go to this and go to that place. Diba? So I'm like,
yes.
okay, so they did that to this game. So this turn-based, you can just drag them wherever you want or that frequent. So, okay, sige, I'll adjust to this game. So, yeah.
Mm. Oh, and one thing though about Civilization 5, the narrator to it is not as well known, but with Civilization 4, the narrator was Leonard Nimoy. With Civilization 6, RB will know this, the narrator was Sean Bean.
Game of Thrones.
Sean Bean.
Yes, the one who narrates, every what you should do. But yes, Civ 4, if you guys have played that, Leonard Nimoy narrates the entire thing. It is amazing. You have Spock guiding you and tutoring you on what to do. But yes,
And if you're
in
playing Civilization Revolution, the
mhm.
narrators are from Peanuts.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Or they're
seriously.
the
No,
Sims,
seriously.
yes.
If you guys if you guys know
What?
Peanuts, the adults like talking like this.
Exactly. That's true. That's true.
They're drunk.
It's true. It's true. Yes, it's
They
very
talk like
true.
that.
It's funny, but it's well, not comical, but it just feels like it would feel like how you would hear it if you were an alien listening to a human. That's how would sound to you.
That's
But
how we would sound like.
exactly, yes. Now for JDM, when did with Age of Wonders, when did that one more turn bug hit you when you first booted it up? Was it something that you had a hard time grasping when you started off, or was it something that clicked with you immediately and you just wanted to go through it right away?
When I first played this game, almost immediately I was when I started knowing the basic stuff, and when I um, got more into the resources and the army stuff, I always say to myself that okay, one more turn before I shut the game off. Then all of a sudden I discover something, because there are events that um, some races suddenly pops out of the map and they start talking to your hero, and then they're trying to um, ask for your help, and then all of a sudden you're on a quest, a mini quest where you need to save their village or their territory. Then I get enticed to move forward with the game. So it's not, instead of booting off the game, I try to save first, then try to check what's going to happen, and then all of a sudden when you try to save them, another one pops up, then it continues. I, ju- I just want to see if because there are other games that if you finish this sub quest, then
Mhm.
that's it.
Yes.
But for this, suddenly it pops up like a tree.
Yes.
There are branches in this mini
It,
quest. So
it's true. It's true. Yeah. That's the nice thing about the Age of Wonder series. Like I said, it's very narrative. There's also mini quests. It's not just a 4X game, it's also a mini RPG. Joe,
yeah.
you might like that series as well, the Age of Wonder series, because it has a storyline. It has mini RPGs, pop-up quests, and everything like that, and they do affect the storyline as you go forward. Honestly, that's a really, really good game that you might want to check out
Can
as
you
well.
marry an elf?
JDM.
No,
No.
You're an elf
unfortunately
in there?
no.
Oh shit!
Unfortunately, no. Okay. Oh, what happened, John?
But you can
They're fucking
eliminate
bringing out
them
the
if you.
boats.
Oh, uh-oh. I hope you build. I hope you're. I hope you have at least some triremes around, or
I don't. So right now I'm just knocking their ass out with my archers. Gonna burn that
well,
wood.
well, good luck. Because boat invasions are gonna be a little hard once they start landing their troops. You
Those,
better be ready for
yeah,
those.
those stuff are very sneaky. You know that. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, if you leave your base unchecked, and
Mm,
especially if, like close to where the pier is or close to the
mm-mm.
coast.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I mean, sooner or later, one of those motherfuckers will come coming in with a few men inside those boats.
Hmm.
Oh
Do
yeah,
an
man.
amphibious attack.
I'm close
Yeah.
too. You got some shit.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So yes, the one more turn bug. So Joe, you. I want to ask you, when did the one more turn bug hit you or bite you? When you started Civilization Revolution?
First of all, I find violent wars so boring at this stage. You know what?
Okay.
I mean, no,
Mm,
I mean, all throughout the course of history, nothing but
mhm.
war, 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 war.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
that's why I prefer the Renaissance or the
Mm,
Cold War. You know,
okay.
where scientific advancement really,
Mm,
that's the real battle right there.
mm.
Not about the brawn, more on
Yes.
the brain,
Okay.
right? So, uh, I mean, sure, exterminating the other countries, the other nations, the other civilizations, that's the easiest way you can win
True.
playing this kind of genre.
Hmm.
The real challenge is, developing your civilization to certain enlightenment, okay,
Hmm.
advancement of your technology. So the one turn bug didn't really got into me until until I chose the space route. Okay, uh, because it's easy to gain the money. Sure, it's easy to win by extermination. Sure,
Fuck, you go to
okay.
space. Fuck everybody. I'm
Yeah.
safe.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
That's what I'm saying.
I'll
Oh,
take it to
yeah.
space.
It's easy to get the Nobel. It's okay to get the Nobel Prize. Sure, but going to space, right? So
Mm.
so I discovered rocket science eventually, and
Mm.
then the choices to build the necessary compartments for the space station was available. Okay, so I tried to build that. Okay, at the moment those options were available. Ooh, I was like Tim Curry. I'm going to space, right? Right. So
Yes.
okay, so I was able to build one of the compartments, and then all of a sudden this flash animation came in.
Mm.
Um, so one of the compartments, like this FMV sequence,
Yes.
shot out of the sky, and then went to space. Okay, I got the first compartment, and
Mm.
then I realized, oh shit, I need like 4 or 5 more compartments to build the space station.
Yes.
I thought that was the space station already. So I need to
Mm.
build it up one by one, piece by piece. So that's when the one turn that's when the one turn bug hit me, because I really
Mm.
wanted to see where this is going. Okay,
Okay. Got
I
it.
wanted to I wanted to see I call it Fortress Maximus. I want to see
Mm.
Fortress Maximus be built piece by piece,
Mm.
so we can journey venture through space, right? Final
Yes.
frontier.
Mm.
Then one more turn, and it takes a while for each compartment to be
Constructed.
built,
Yes.
constructed. A lot of
Mm.
resources, a lot
Mm.
of turns to wait.
Yes.
Okay, so and these people keep fucking with me, right? And I was like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I mean, I mean, I already discovered rocket fuel. Might as well just nuke all of you guys. Okay,
Okay, there you go.
so so and and I need to reel myself in because I don't want to win
Mm.
via extermination.
Oh
So
yes, true,
I
true, true.
left one civilization alone, the farthest one away from me. Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. Leave me the fuck alone. I wanna go to space, right? So everybody else is dead except for that one. And then eventually, my Fortress Maximus got built, and
Mm.
there's another FMV sequence where they actually went to Alpha Centauri. And I'm like, oh shit,
Yes.
that's really cool.
Dang, Joe is cruel. He just leaves one city of one civilization left over so that he doesn't win.
Only so I can just go in space. So I can go to space in peace. Okay,
You could, you
fuck
could
you
just
guys.
you could just imagine that one city surrounded by the enemy, and it's just oh, I'm keeping you alive just for one reason alone.
It's like
Right.
the alcohol, the
Mm,
99, the 1%
that's
germ.
true. That's true.
You
That's
need
true.
the one.
And I'm like, the only reason you are alive is so that
Mhm.
I can go to space unhindered.
Yes, exactly.
You understand?
It reminds me of a line from Galaxy Quest, like please let me die, and the line goes, I when I grow tired of the noises you make. That's it, something like that,
Or like what Bane said to Batman.
Mm,
Um, well, Gotham is in ashes. Then you have my permission to die.
that's it.
Something
That's it.
like
There
that.
you go. Well, now we learn how Joe conducts warfare. Okay.
No, because people keep fucking with me, and I'm like,
Well, it.
dude, I'm trying to do the scientific route. I'm not even
Mm,
fighting you guys. I'm just
yeah.
building my defenses. You keep
Mm.
fighting with me. You keep fucking with me. Oh, you know what? Fuck it.
I'm
You,
with them though, because right now, like I said, I'm being attacked
yeah,
from
Oh
all
yeah,
angles. I'm
it's
I'm
true.
I'm bringing it to them. Fuck that! Don't come
That's
to me.
true.
I'm
It's
going
true.
to
no,
you.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Mm,
I'm not even building catapults.
mm,
I'm not even building guns. I'm not building tanks.
mhm,
No, I'm saving all of my money. I'm not even
mhm.
going for the world. I'm not even aiming for the World Bank.
Yes.
I'm saving all of that money to go to space.
True.
Okay,
True. True.
I want
Yes.
to see space.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's the thing about Civ. One victory does not preclude the other. So if you accidentally trigger the extermination win, you can't do the Alpha Centauri win anymore because you already won by extermination. So Joy is right on that one. That's true. That's true. All right. So for now, let's do a quick break. Let's do an ad break, and we'll continue with the rest of the game once we showcase our partners. All right.
Start your own online live streams, webinars, podcasts, online classes, and virtual presentations with Streamyard. By using Streamyard's user-friendly interface, you can also do simultaneous multi-streaming if you have accounts to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and other platforms. If live streaming is not your style, video and audio recordings are also available, especially with those who have variable and inconsistent internet connections. The finished output will still come out as clear and well articulated exactly as you originally intended. You can also customize the appearance of your presentation, like green screen effects, facial touch-ups to smoothen out those facial blemishes, multiple cameras for multiple guests joining in the discussion, your own wallpaper on the background, adding your own logo as a watermark, sharing videos from your own computer or other website for added visual aids with or without audio, uploading your own background music if you wish to set the mood when talking, and lots more. Before you can enjoy all of the wonderful full features of StreamYard, you can start with a 14-day free trial by using our link. Not only that you are supporting the Timeless Gamers Show, but you can see it for yourself how easy it is using StreamYard. Do you like playing video games? Do you like reading about history? Do you like learning about video game history? Then you should give yourself the gift of owning some video game history books from BitMap. Since 2014, BitMap Books have published numerous colorful and well-detailed hardbound books about video games ranging from the different video game consoles of old and the various video game genres that will surely pique the interest of its core fanbase. BitMap's team of global video game journalists, players, and illustrators have produced numerous award-winning titles that celebrate the software, hardware, and developers that laid down the foundations for the billion-dollar video game industry we all know and love today. International shipping is also available with careful and considerate packaging from BitMap Books. If you don't want to take my word for it, then you can believe the people, almost 10,000 satisfied customers who submitted their glowing written reviews and video reviews after receiving their books from BitMap. By ordering your first BitMap book using our link, you will also be supporting the Timeless Gamers Show in spreading our love of video games and their rich history.
All right, and we're back. Just before we went on break, it sounded like Juan encountered another disaster
No,
happening.
literally,
That's why he was swearing.
no, I took out a unit, and then like literally right when I hit next turn, another one pops up like fucking
Oh,
out of nowhere, right in front of my guy. So luckily, I have two units right there, and I'm just about to take their ass out.
Oh, don't forget, make sure that you garrison a few units, kind of far off from you so that whenever an enemy kind of swings around close to it, it'll activate and somebody's coming. So somebody, just one warrior someplace out there just chilling. Make sure he's just, living his life, and once somebody swings by, he says, "Oh, guys, somebody's coming. You'd better be ready," and you can have your forces good. So, before we proceed with the 4X interrogation for everybody, I wanted to focus a little bit more on games that are not Civilization. There has been a boom recently of 4X games. Surprisingly, a lot of people do seem to like the 4X turn-based formula. A lot of 4X games have been coming out recently, and a lot of them have been focusing on space 4X as well. So one of the more prominent ones that happened, and magic, like JDM says, one of the more prominent ones from the old times at 4X is Master of Magic. It's basically Civilization with a magic Tolkien flavor. So for those of you who are interested in
Yes.
doing civilization but in a Tolkien type universe, Master of Magic is the one to try. You might want to check that out. It's also on GOG, and if I remember correctly, they remade it into a high def version. Master of Magic. There it is. We're showing it for the people on the live right now, and for the people who are watching the video. Master of Magic is a turn-based 4X
Mm.
game, very much Civilization, very much D&D Tolkien style. So that is one game that you might want to focus on. Master of Magic, JDM. This
Is
might
that
appear.
is that related to Master of Orion, sir?
No, no, Master of
Yeah.
Ryan is not related, but that's a perfect segue. Master of Orion is one of the greats of Space 4X games. Thanks so much for that one, JDM. Master of Orion 2 in particular is regarded as one of the most accessible and most addictive 4X game of all time. Master of Orion 2 in particular. So those of you who are looking for a space 4X game, Master of Orion 2 is the one to start. You know, you have lots of different civilizations, aliens. You have lots of. You are not. You are humans, but you're not from Earth in Master of Orion 2. It's a generic human race where you go and explore the universe. Another one recently that has been gaining prominence is the endless space 2, endless space games, but particularly in this one, the one that is really really good is Endless Space 2. If you want to check out a 4X game set in space that has great lore, great gameplay, Endless Space 2 is the game to look for. It is a 4X game set in space. The graphics are gorgeous, the lore is deep, the alien civilizations that you can control as well if you wanted to not just play humans is astounding. And one wonderful thing about it is the ship customization aspect of Endless Space 2. You can build ships from scratch here, and you can customize them to be bristling with cannons and firepower and everything if you wanted. If you wanted light fast corvettes, you can make those too. And the tech tree is quite is a lot of the tech trees in space games are a little bit hard to understand, but this one is much easier to get. And of course, for those of you who Civ fanatics who like Joe who went for the space win, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri is the one to play because that one is what happens after you win civilization, but in the space category. And Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri is your civilization having launched into space, breaking up into factions, and then
Who's
conquering
that bad
a new
feedback?
planet. Oh, we have
Bad
feedback.
microphone.
Yeah, who is that? One moment. Let me just do this.
Team
Double check.
parties.
Double check.
Man.
All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's my recommendation as to the games that might want to check out that are 4X games that are not Civilization. All right.
By the way, I have another one.
Mm,
If you think that 4X only has the turn-based, there's also
yeah.
a real-time 4X game, which is one of the popular game that I know is Sins of the Solar Empire. It's
Yes.
really it's a mind-blowing game. If
Yes.
you're really into space, it's in
Mhm.
real time. So
Yes.
when you try to move one fleet of
Mhm.
starfighters to this like space or planet,
Mhm.
it will really you will really see how they're uh, moving towards it.
Mhm.
It's a real time strategy,
Yes.
not
Mhm.
really recommended for beginners, but
Mhm.
if you have enough experience with space 4X games, then try
Oh,
Master
okay,
of
nice.
Orion first,
Mhm.
then
That's
try this
mhm.
one.
It's beautiful, honestly. Sins of a Solar Empire. Thanks for suggesting that one, JDM. It's a gorgeous game, and it's one thing to be able to see your civilization, but it's one not a completely different experience. Where if you wanted, you can build a Death Star, and you can
Yes.
swing around the perspective of your fleet as it battles. It all matters too because of the fact that if your corvettes or if your cap ships are blown up, then you're pretty much screwed. You can't. There's really not much you can do except to just retreat and find yourself a rallying point. But yes,
Oh,
4X
look at
games,
that.
Sins of a Solar Empire is a really, really good game. Stellaris, for those of you who are into the modern 4X genre as well, Stellaris is another option. It's a little less turn-based, like JDM says, but what you lose in tactical strategic thinking, you more than make up for in terms of.
What's that? The Titanic? Not Titanic, but in space.
Exactly, I agree. That's what happens with in cruise ships.
It's
That's
like
true.
it's like Battlestar Galactica with actual battles
Oh yes,
in the
absolutely,
galaxy.
absolutely. That
Look
Or
at
is
that.
Star Wars or
look
Star
at
Trek.
that, dude. That is it's one of their cap ships. It looks like a flying man in a coffin. It's amazing.
And you
It's
see
great.
that it's
Mm,
the scale is
mm.
also
Oh yes.
realistic because
Hmm.
you see
Dude.
that it looks like a small ship, but
Hmm.
there's there's a saying that there's always a bigger fish.
Oh yes. In this case, yeah, there's somebody bigger out there that's going to smash your ships, honestly. So yes, these are the options on the 4X genre that are not necessarily civilization, but have the same mechanics.
um,
There's the tech trees, there's the turn based, there's the real time, and sorry, explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate aspect. The 4X.
I
Yes, John.
love the fact that they're doing their space battles right in front of a giant ass planet,
Oh
as
yeah.
if the gravitational pull of that planet is not is
Mhm.
not tracking them down.
Yes.
You know
Well,
the
I wouldn't be
gravity.
surprised.
No, no.
Well, I'm just
We'll
imagining the
just fight
fact that
here in front of this big ass planet.
yeah, I'm just
Well,
imagining
screw
that
gravity.
I'm just imagining that the ship's and gravity computers are factoring those in as well. Yes, but those are the options. So getting back to our discussion here on 4X, one thing about 4X games that I do love is how it's endlessly repeatable, or endless. There's no there's no set storyline in terms of how you want to proceed with it from beginning to end. If you wanted to be aggressive with it from the beginning, you can. If you wanted to be a pacifist, you could. If you wanted to just be the richest bastard in the world and buy everybody out, you could do that as well. I mean, I like the concept. I'd love to do it in real life, but I can't do it. So yes, one of the things that you do in terms of 4X games is that there's no set path on how you want to play the game. Let me ask our panel here: is there a particular style that you do for your game in 4X? Do you build your armies right away and then attack everybody? Do you hoard resources so that all the money is yours and then everybody has to beg you for resources and trade with you? Or do you just do diplomatic conversations with everybody and forge peace treaties and then later on stab them in the back? So let me ask RV. He's a little bit more well versed in the 4X genre on this one. RV, what's your preferred style?
So what I would normally typically do is I would try and get as much settlers at the very start of the game and just spread them out, because the more space or the land that you have, the higher chance that you'll get resources, e.g. iron, e.g. horses, e.g.
Yes.
luxury resources. But the main thing you want to get
Mhm.
is, I think it's niter and uranium, because
Nice.
obviously uranium builds
Yes,
nukes. So, and once you
absolutely.
have the nukes, you kind of have the power. But
Mhm.
you want to get as much land as you can. I also try and do a little sneaky thing. I always do this in in my Civ plays. Is even if there's like an opposing country, let's say 6 tiles within the space that I want to occupy,
Mhm.
I'll build a city there, and then they'll obviously in the next turn just say, "Hey, I don't like how you did that. Can you move, please? Okay, can you not do that next time?" And I say, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then they would always try and trade. The AIs would always try and trade open borders. Never do that, because that will
Never, never.
ultimately
Mhm.
lead to your demise. The first time I
Yes.
ever did that, I opened my borders. We actually traded borders. So I opened my borders. They opened their borders. I didn't do anything, but all their armies came into mine. I was like, oh, why is there like 6 tanks around my
Oh my
city?
goodness! Okay.
Yeah. And so I learned
Yeah.
the hard way, but that's how I like to play it. I have tried to play it Sir Joel's way, where you try and do it the space race. But the thing is, when you do the space race, the AIs will always, for whatever reason, just no reason at all, will just try and make war with you, just like in real life, you know. They'll always try.
That's why you nuke them first.
That's why the space race. Well, it is harder. It is harder to win by a space race, but I'd probably say it's harder to win space race without actually fighting one. If you want to win a space race, you actually have to fight someone. Unfortunately, that's my opinion, anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. JDM, I want to hear your opinion, because this doesn't necessarily apply to other 4X games. We tend to brute force our way when it comes to games that are not Civilization, right? With Age of Wonders, Shadow Magic, and in particular, or like the Stellaris games, or the Endless Space games. There is the option to do that, but more often than not, it's more of being strong and winning by force. Is that do you find yourself doing that more often than not?
Yes, for this game, what I do is I try to, like RB said, you need to go places. What I do first is gather resources, because in here you need an upkeep to keep your armies alive.
It's true.
So most of them are mercenaries and they need gold. And then you also have to find mana resource like springs or something like that, because you need, if you don't have mana or you have like enough mana, I don't think you will survive, because this mana, it's being used by the mages to cast these spells to protect their territory and destroy the others. You really need to go beyond the map to look for resources and allies as well, because like I said, you will meet them when you go to certain places, like centers, and even halflings who yield like the pitchforks. They will need gold. You really need to have those gold.
Well, yeah.
And caravans to build like makeshift bases for them to rest.
Yes. Very true, very true. One thing that JDM brings up, which is perfect for this discussion, is that 4X games isn't just a battle game, isn't just a strategy game, it's an economic game. One thing about 4X games is that in the back of your head, you're always thinking, am I going to be able to afford this thing that I need to do? By building an army, by researching a technology, by maintaining a city, by building a natural wonder of the world, or an ancient wonder of the world. It's a wonderful thing about 4X games. You're not just throwing troops at bad guys. You're trying to factor in, how much is this going to cost me and my civilization all throughout. It's a great way of teaching people who play 4X games. It's the cost of war and how you're supposed to balance the budget, how you're going to afford what you need to do. And I'm gonna ask this of I'm gonna ask this of Juan, who's right now immersed in this game. Is that something that you've come across already? That you've had to factor in the cost of what you need to do with your civilization?
A little bit, but right now I'm just fucking. I got people coming fucking from all angles, and like literally, like I'm trying to rest up my warriors and everything just to get them back to full health and stop this attack. I'm trying to get Isabella to open up her damn borders and send aid, but she's being a fucking cunt right now. I mean, well, it didn't help.
That's not euphemism for anything.
Oh, yeah.
Really need to open up her borders.
But I mean, it doesn't help that the fact that I went to war with her and then I'm trying to make
Well,
make a peace treaty.
well, basically, it's your own fault. You
Yeah, I
started
know.
the war.
Well, but I did it by accident. I did it by accident. Like I was moving my players around. I thought it was somebody coming in that was outside, and when I
Yeah.
attacked them, I wasn't paying
Mm.
attention, and it was like, oh, you went
Okay.
to war. I'm like, fuck.
Well, that's it. The consequences of your own actions. So,
But hey, you
right,
know what? But this first
Oh
run,
no!
yeah, it's gonna be hell.
Consequences of my action. It's coming to haunt me. Oh no!
This first run, okay, yeah, I'm learning a lot. So next time I
yes,
do it, yeah, I'm gonna be a lot smarter about what the hell I'm doing.
sounds good. Sounds good.
Name
Now,
drop is true.
let me ask Mark Ajushi, listening to all of these tactics, Mark. You've heard how you are supposed to factor in the cost of what you're going to be doing. Is this something that because I know that you're just starting off on your journey, you're only focusing on the strength of your armies. Is this something that kind of worries you, that you have to think about it when you go out and make your civilization bigger? Is it something that you worry about? Is this something that I can do, because of the fact that you have to think about the economics of your civilization?
Before you
Remember,
answer,
you start as broke as fuck.
Yes,
just
absolutely.
remember this. This is one thing that I just picked up.
Mm.
Try to gain as much influence as you
How will
can.
you get the
Yes,
money?
Because if you
very
don't
true.
have much influence, when you're trying to sit here and like bring people from the outside in, and you don't have
Yes.
enough, you're fucked.
Mm. Yeah, it's true. Very true. Mark, we're listening to all of this. Does this worry you?
Yes,
Yes.
so much.
Yes.
I mean, like what I said earlier,
He's
I'm
gonna bring
still
out the white
learning
flag.
this game. Uh, Usually from the games what I play, that I play, I'm the usual item hoarder,
Hmm.
or I just want to be rich as fuck. That's
Yes.
me. I'm that
Ah,
guy. I'm the type of guy who spams space bar when an item just drops.
mhm.
That's me.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
maybe in this game, I want to be that dude again. I want to be that kind of role wherein I'm just the richest uh,
Mhm.
dude there.
Mhm.
So to be honest, I just don't know what to do yet. How will I manage to do that?
Mhm.
So let's see. Also,
No, it's
if ever I'll be doing that route or that path,
mhm.
will I suffer some consequences? I don't know yet. So I don't know.
No,
You guys
it
Learning maybe. Like if it's your first time, honestly, like I'm suffering fucking consequences like crazy right now. It fucking sucks. So I'm waiting for my time to go down and my people to fucking start coming out so I can start
yeah.
sending people everywhere.
Can I just say, in Civ 5, the consequences for starting war are bad, but when you take in Civ 6, they've actually jumped it up a notch. So they
Mhm.
call it a warmonger, and you
Oh yeah.
really get penalized for it.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Mm,
true. It's usually in later games, they when the type of government that you have does affect how you go to war. So if you're a despot in the early parts of the game, nobody can tell you what to do. If you
mm,
wanted to launch an attack against Cleopatra, you could right off the bat. But as your government turns different, if it becomes a democratic government, it becomes a republic, it becomes a theocracy, other factions in your government will have to have a say in whether you want to go to war or not. Like in democracy, you have to have a congressional approval for it. If I remember correctly, in a republic, you can only go to war, only go to war for a certain time before you have to get approval for the rest of it, if I remember correctly. But yes,
Mhm.
it is something that you have to consider with the type of government. Although the type of government does have a positive or a negative effect on your civilization. Democracy, you get rich very quickly, but somebody else has a say on what you do. Theocracy, people comply with you much faster, but you don't grow your territory as much. So those are the things that you have to figure. There's so many things to balance, to think about
right.
in a 4X game. Now, I want to hear what Joe has to say about that one. So the economics, Joe. did it affect your
Mhm.
play in Civ Rev? I know that's one thing for everybody who listening here. I'm proud of Job because he finished all the routes. I gave him a challenge. He finished all the routes. Conquest, scientific,
Wow.
economic, and culture, if I remember correctly. He finished all of them. So, Job, when did the economics start to get a severe effect on your playthrough?
Right. As far as economics go, so I try to look at it differently now, looking back, because resources is always there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but having the material resources is one thing, but if you don't have the necessary people to gather such resources, it's, it's pretty much moot. All right. So to me, the biggest resource that you need is people, your civilization themselves, the actual populace. Okay. So what I usually do, and this is a thing that I learned playing Command and Conquer Red Alert. Right at the very beginning, you have like what, two, three, four, or eight maybe, soldiers. Try to walk around as far as you can, and and the first and the first enemy base, well, I call it enemy base, the first civilization base that you see, try to try to take over that. Okay, because chances are, if you're just beginning, they're also beginning. So if you blindside them with a surprise attack and you're able to take over that base, then that means you have twice the base. If you have twice the base, then that means you have twice the capability of building more infrastructure and more population. The more population you'll get, the more chances that you'll get uh that you'll get the resources, the more chances that they'll become more productive. Okay, with the civilization games is that rather than them just aside from fishing, aside from them mining, they're also doing farm work. And all of those industries, the farming, the mining, the fishing, agriculture, and all of that generates to your revenue. Okay, it's not like Command and Conquer Red Alert where you just gather ore, and then the ore miner will just go to a ore refinery, and then you get your cash from there. Here, you need actual workers. You need actual people gaining more money for you. Okay, and then how else can you get more money? Make a marketplace. Make the money circulate. Okay, and of course, if all work and no play, yeah, your populace will get angry. They will get bored as fuck. Okay, they will start complaining at you. All we do is toil. What? Dear sir, all we do is just mine over the soil. Is there any other forms of entertainment? So you know what? Chances are, I might as well just build them a theater or something something to entertain them with. Okay, in civilization, you'll be able to produce or build certain entertainment venues for them to enjoy themselves. Okay, just to keep them entertained, just to have them in such a balance. Because if they're always working for you, yeah, they're 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 not as productive as they are originally. So by building those entertainment centers, you'll freshen up their morale, so to speak. You know, uh, yeah. Take over the nearest base that you can as soon as possible. Build more people, and then maybe build a boat, and then circle around the place, circle around circle around the island where you're in. Okay. Oh, one of the things that I noticed in Civilization Revolution, all of the maps are all random, really, because in Command and Conquer Red Alert 2, if you are doing skirmishes, to all of you guys who are playing, or who have played Red Alert 2, if you're play there are certain skirmish maps where you can actually find the oil refineries, or um uh, oil refineries rather, oil refineries, because if you know where they are already, just send us just send a engineer and take over that oil refinery, so you can get a little bit more cash flowing to you. Here in Civilization Revolution, because the map is randomly generated, you don't know where those extra resources are. You don't know where the cows are, you don't know where the grasses are, you don't know where the ore, or the crystal mines are, you don't know where the fishes are. No. So you really have to, uh, by its mantra, expand. You need to expand the map,
Yes.
expand your territory, expand your influence, discover new things. Okay, and then the more you discover, the more chances, the more opportunity for you to send a designation, rather, send a squad of troops or soldiers, or what's the term, settlers, go
Correct.
there, uh build a town around around the most suitable
Hmm.
place to make a settlement, because another settlement is another cash cow for you. Okay,
Hmm.
the more settlements that you have, the more territories that you have, the more cash flow going to your pocket. It's you I mean, theoretically you can probably win with just your own singular base, the one base that you start with, but it will take some time. I mean, if
Hmm.
you're like Sir Joel, who likes the challenge, you
Yeah.
he will not take over any other civilizations out there. And he'll just keep on expanding his own territory, his original territory. That's it. He'll defend it to death, and then start invading others when he's ready. Theoretically speaking, you can do that if you already know what you're doing. All right,
Hmm.
but yeah, for me, those are just the tips. Not really tips that I learned, but or tips that
Hmm.
I heard, but just a few things that I discovered on my own playing this game. And I
Yes.
only played this game for a week.
Hmm.
Okay, a whole straight week playing this. I was able to finish all four objectives, and then I'm like, should I keep on playing? No, you know what? I already went to space. What's going to do? Okay, so I already stopped right there.
Well, that's the thing. One thing that Job brings up, which is extremely important on this, one factor that you have to understand in 4X games is the morale of your civilization. That's not present in board games, because with board games, the actual board games, you can only move your pieces. You have to utilize all the space, you have to gather all the resources. One thing that you have to factor in when 4X games is the morale or the happiness of your civilization. John pointed it out. The less happy your civilization is, the less productive they are. If they come to a point where they are not happy at all, entire cities are going to revolt, and you can't get anything done with any of them until you make them happy, until you pacify them, until you build a statue, or until you build a monument, or until you build a an ancient wonder, or a theater, or a whatever, brothel, if there's something, if I
Dancing
remember
girl,
correctly.
yeah, brothel, dancing
Yeah,
girls.
exactly. You know,
Yes,
yes,
the
because of the
circus.
fact because it's human. You have to factor in, and of course, in other civilization, in other 4X games as well, like Endless Space, that also has it. Um, Remind me, JDM, does Age of Wonders have the happiness thing that you have to factor in into your civilization? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it has
Hmm. It does have it, right?
it has the morale as well.
A morale.
Especially
Okay.
in the territories, because
Hmm.
most of the wizards are there.
There you go. That's it. So it's one of the things that you have to factor in, and that's a wonderful thing about it. There's so many things: territory, morale, economics, positioning. It's so the 4X games is a genre that's so rich that if I were stuck in an island and I had to bring one game along with me, it will have to be a 4X game, because that game is I can play over and over again. There's so many things to do, and I can play it as many times as I like and never get tired of it. So yes, 4X
without
game genre.
distraction.
Yes, absolutely. Very true. Very true.
Imagine if you're playing in an island, then
Mm.
you're just one turn, then all of a sudden there's a
And
rescue
then
boat.
somebody else from another island decides to invade you
Yes, a rescue boat comes along and
on a
says,
boat.
"Hey."
No, not yet. I'm not ready to go back. I need to finish this game.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I
no,
have
I
to.
mean, and then another thing, guys, if you're the type of if you're playing this kind of games, yes, you're starting small, you're starting slow, but eventually, once you get the hang of it, once you're able to expand your territory, your influence,
Mhm.
try to maximize the turn
Mm,
that you are right now.
yes,
Okay, if you think you need more defenses, build more defenses. If you
yes.
need more offense, build more offense.
Hmm.
If you need to build more infrastructure, if you have the funds for it, do it. Do everything that you can. If you have the resources, do everything you can in
Hmm.
that turn.
Hmm.
Okay? Don't wait for the other nations to invade you or do something else. Okay? Try to maximize the turn that you have.
Yes, very true, very true. Do not forget to upgrade also if you get the opportunity, if you have the money, if you have the resources for it, if you have the troops for it. Upgrade your troops. If you see a warrior over there, don't forget to make sure that you upgrade him to a knight or whatever as the soonest possible time. Although you have to factor in the economic cost of it also. So the maintenance, the upkeep, and all that. So yes, very true. I guess we're just going to go into one final question, and then we'll just wrap up the show. Um, would you want to continue playing the 4X genre now that you've had a taste of it? I want to start with JDM.
Of course, I would, but maybe the late earlier ones, because I haven't played enough 4X to say that I have a knowledge in 4X games, but this game really started it for me. Maybe I'll go back to Master of Orion, which was released really way before this Deadlock 2 was released. And yeah, because especially in this game, I would like every territory to be self-sufficient, because there's um, if one of your territories doesn't have this resource like power, it will be a burden to your other territories, because they will need to transport those power to that territory, which will um, cost you money. So as much as possible, I would like every territory to have their own power plants, their own um, um, refinery, mining rigs, and I would also like to see how the other games, 4X games play, especially the real time ones.
All right. That's true. That's true. It's so varied that there's a lot to explore, JDM. Trust me on this one. And as Juan is realizing, you can carry it around now. It's mobile.
Yeah.
Bring it to
Right.
we can bring
I
it with you
didn't
wherever you
really
go.
even know that there are civilization games or
Hmm.
similar games that are in mobile already. Maybe they're
Hmm.
also capitalizing the mobile gaming boom that we have
Yes,
right now.
it's very
It's,
true. Very true. Completely agreed. Now, jumping to Juan. Now that you've had a taste of it, would you want to continue your journey into the 4X genre?
He's doing it
yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been doing it for the last almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, yes. Like, I mean, once, like I
Hmm.
said, once I get the hang of it, I mean, since
Hmm.
I'm when I work, I'm on the road.
Yes.
I take a break. Cool. 30
Mhm.
minutes.
Yeah.
Toss in a little something.
Mm,
But I
yeah.
mean, I'm going to continue it. I mean, I probably won't let it consume and take me away from other stuff I'm playing.
Of course,
but
yes. Mhm.
outside the house, yes, I'll
Very
be playing it
nice.
more.
Very nice, very nice. And like Miss I recommended, Polytopia. Check that one out.
With these, I mean, this was going to ask you too. Like, I mean, is there
Sure,
something
sure.
where it's like multiplayer? Where we
Yes.
can play against each other.
Yes. Very true. There is multiplayer now in 4X games, particularly in Civilization. If I remember correctly, it started with Civ 4, where there's a hot seat option where you take your turn and then you pass it off to the next guy.
Yes.
And then the next guy takes his turn and then he passes off to the next guy. So yes, there is such a thing as multiplayer now in Civilization. If I remember correctly, Civ 7 has it as well.
Well,
Yeah.
how about we have a TGS war then? Let's go.
Sounds like a good plan.
Is that a
Sounds like
challenge?
sounds like a challenge. I'm in for it. Yeah,
I'm
there
down.
you go. JDN,
You know-
what do you think?
You know what I miss about the 4X games?
Yes.
Especially in the older times. You know the option to email your turn,
Oh yes,
right?
PBM, play by email. Yes.
Because back then we don't really have that
That's true.
very fast bandwidth
Yes.
before. So it's hard for us to set
Mhm.
up an online game. So what we did is
Mhm.
we play turns by email. So
Yes.
I
Very
think
true.
that's the reason why I got into like
Mhm.
customer support because
Mhm.
of this turn. It's just turn-based combat.
Very true. That exactly. The history of it is that there was a time when you had to take your turn, save it as a file, send it to whoever is going to be taking the next turn. That
Attachment.
person opens it up and then in his game and then he takes his turn. Those were the days back in the days because there was no fast internet. So yes, it sounds like something that Juan is tossing out as a TGS challenge. I'm all for it. There you go.
I'm down.
Although I did see Mark, just shaking his head. He's not sure
You
if
know
he can
what?
handle it just yet.
Mark
I'm
can send his abomination creation to attack everybody.
Speaking of which, I'm asking Mark now. Now that you've had a little bit of a taste of it, you haven't delved too much into it, but is this something that you'd be interested in continuing as a game genre for yourself?
I mean, once this episode is over, are you still gonna be playing it?
I'm starting to see why you guys love this kind of genre or this kind of game. It's there's so much thing to do in this kind of genre in this game. It rewards your strategy or the patience.
Mhm.
And when you start to understand the system or the mechanics, I can imagine it very addicting. So yeah, yes.
Mhm. Okay,
But
there you go.
I'm not joining you guys with your wars, huh? I know I will be the first casualty, so I'm passing.
That's why, hey, that's why you form an alliance with somebody.
That's
So
true. That's true.
the best alliance to probably form with is either going to be RV or Joel.
Yes, that's true.
I think that's
we
the safest path to go. Yes, yeah, I think yes.
Mhm. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'll form an alliance with Mark, and then by the time the end game comes in and it's just the two of us, I'll just stab in the back, so that I can win the entire thing. Okay.
I mean, if you would have checked the chats, you would have saw, he was giving out some knowledge, especially nuking Gandhi's ass, or he nuked you before anything.
That's true.
Could you just guys warn me if you will swarm me or what? Whatever.
Well, that's the thing. It is basically Highlander. There can be only one, when you stop and think about it.
Don't worry. Before anything happens, we'll wine and dine you.
Yeah. Now,
I mean, they will wine and dine you first before they start fucking.
Now, I want to hear RV. I know RV is already continuing with it, but is this something that you want to pursue long term as a game genre for your own personal choice? 4X. Is this something that you see yourself playing in the far future as well?
100%, and
There you
and
go.
I'd love to talk more about it. I know Sir Joe. I mean, Sir Joe might not want to, but yeah, I definitely would. I think I played starting at 4. I don't remember that that 4 had the up and down and directional, and then
Yes.
it was only that 5 started the hexagon. But yeah,
Yes.
I'm excited to play 7 as well, and
Mm.
we'll definitely be up for doing an online one with all you guys. For
Apple
sure.
Arcade. That's where it's
Sounds
on. So
good.
if you have the Apple subscription, like it's
Mhm.
all part of it.
Okay, sounds good. I think that's something that we can delve into. And of course, Joe, the guy that I threw the challenge to and who succeeded greatly with his achievement. Joe, is this something that you can see yourself playing in the future going forward?
Ha! Okay. All right. Real talk. I mean, uh, I'm still playing my Trails games,
Mm,
and
yeah.
with the Trails games, there's a lot of text, a lot of dialogue, and I'm okay with that.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm a turn-based guy, and I like my story. And then when Sergio finally decided to, okay, we'll do the 4X games,
Mm,
and, and he gave me and then he gave me Civilization Revolution for the PlayStation 3. It was a great palate cleanser,
mhm,
okay? Because I because for the last few months I've been drowning in all of the reading and all of those texts, playing Civilization. Although it's still turn based, at least I'm not reading so much text. I'm constantly in action. Yes, it's not real time, but I was having fun still because it's a genre that I'm somewhat familiar. It's I was somewhat familiar with, and at the same time not familiar with. But I found it entertaining enough that I wanted to keep on playing it until I was able to finish all four objectives. And this game rewards the I should be careful with my words here. This genre rewards the inquiring mind.
mm.
It rewards the the player the player who likes to think.
Yes.
Okay, because yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of micromanaging going on, and just like RPGs, right?
Mhm.
But in a grander scale, you're not controlling a party of characters. You're controlling a bunch of people. You're controlling the fate of your nation. You're actually building infrastructure. You're actually building more advancements, more refinement for your chosen nation. And and I like and in a way I kind of like it. I kind of like that. Do I see myself playing this on a constant basis? Not really, but like I said, it's a good palate cleanser. Okay, I really appreciate that. Am I going to play another Civilization game aside from this? Because this is technically the easiest one. That when Sergio will mention
Mhm.
all of the choices, he gave me this as an entry point for me. And if this is easy, okay, let's see how the other Civilization games go. I would try Civ 4 because
Mhm.
that's the game that Sergio kept on clamoring.
Yes.
Okay, Civ 4. That's his always fall to game when he
Mm.
has nothing else to play. It all boils down to Civilization 4.
Yes.
And yeah, you know me, guys. I mean, I'm not a snob when it comes to challenges. Games like this, I don't find it gay or boring, like a certain person out there, cannot even bother playing the games right
Yes.
here. You know what? Yeah, I mean,
It's the
uh,
experience when you try something you haven't
like I
played.
said,
Mhm.
it's entertaining. It's highly addicting.
Mhm.
Once you get once you get your first territory, once you see the cash flow starting to pile up,
Yep.
once you start getting the first The first instance when you discovered gunpowder,
Oh
because
yeah,
once you get the gunpowder, you're open up with a lot of weaponry.
yeah.
Eventually,
Hmm.
the moment when you discover electricity,
Hmm.
there's a lot more possibilities there. So yeah, like I said earlier, these building blocks are important that we have right now with our uh, us being humans and our technology right now, appreciating the things that came before. Yeah,
Yes.
so I appreciated this game, Civilization Revolution, in a lot of ways,
Mm-hmm.
entertainment and education wise.
Very
So
true.
yeah.
All right. It's well, and that's perfectly fair. It's perfectly fair because of the fact that you can appreciate it. It's not something that you might want to do long term, but yes, it is something that you can get an idea of, that you can see how the appeal that it has for other people, and that's as best as we can make it. All right. So thank you very much to everybody who participated in this panel. We had a great discussion about 4X games, particularly the Civilization series. We are inviting anybody who might want to have a discussion on this current topic to chat with us here in our chats, not just during the lives, but also in subsequent conversations. You can also chat with us here on Facebook and on our website as well. I also wanted to say hi to Ryan, who did say he prefers real-time than turn-based strategy. Command and Conquer series was his first, and then Warzone 2100. Really good series, Ryan. Learned others from PC shops. Really good series. But yes, they are still interlinked, because the nice thing about real-time strategy games that Ryan mentioned, they do have the same elements: economics, balancing, managing forces, and things like that. It's just that they might not necessarily be for the it comes down to preference. If you want a lot more time to think about what your next move is going to be, you go for X. If you want edge of your seat action, definitely go for the real time strategy games. That's also perfectly fine. I do appreciate them. I'm terrible at them, but they are a really good genre to be in. So let's wrap it up.
Quick question.
Joe, take us home.
Quick question
All
before we
right.
go
Thank you for
out.
Oh yes,
that.
go ahead, Juan. You have a
If you
question.
take out commanders, does that stop anything that's happening?
Yeah,
No,
no, not
not really.
particularly. It does weaken their forces, though. It does
Okay.
weaken them severely, so
It
that
ruins
you
their
have.
chain of command. Yes.
Yes, mhm.
Okay.
It weakens their advance. It does allow them to be taken down a little bit faster, because the troops don't get the bonuses of the commanders.
Yeah,
That's the
because
thing.
the picture that I put in our chat, like I was
Mm,
surrounded, so I took out the commander, and then all of a
yes.
sudden everybody ran like a little bitch.
Yes, exactly. It breaks their morale. Good.
Okay.
That's one of the things too. There you go. That's a good thing to do. All right, John, take us home.
Okay, okay, that's the episode, guys. That's a 4X video games. Not as gay and boring as someone else down there might have thought. Now, I mean, now he's commenting quite a lot down there in the chat. Sir,
Mm,
hello. Say hi to Sir Viraj down there.
mhm.
Okay, let's do our shameless plugs. How about Sir Marky Mark? Where can they find you?
Hi guys. Ay, wala pa pala. Ayun. Hi guys, you can catch me at One of Quest at Facebook. Yun lang. Also from at YouTube pala. So, yun lang po.
All right, thank you for that, Sir Marky Mark. And how about Sir RV? Where can they touch your grass? Oh, I'm sorry. Where can they exterminate?
Where can they
Um,
explore it?
Thank you for joining us on this podcast episode talking about Forex. You can catch me on the Saturday Smart Talk podcast every first Saturday and on YouTube. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that, Sir RV. How about Sir JDM? Where can they for your ex? You.
Uh, um, where can they for XP? Before we um, I give the final thoughts. Player X 4X games. If there's a turn based, there's a real time. If you like more of a challenge, if you would like to try different genre of strategy games. Try the 4X games. And let me leave you with a quote from Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. As much as I hate to say it, it's war that gives us greatest breakthroughs in science and technology. So,
It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
True.
Mhm.
True. All
so
right. Thank you
you can
for that.
catch, yeah,
Oh,
you
go ahead,
can catch
JDM.
me 123 Go Retro, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. That's it.
All right.
All right. Thank you for that, Sir
Go
JD.
exterminate.
I am, and of course, Sir Juan. Where can they for your ex?
One more turn. But
Yes.
One
you guys
more
can find
turn.
me. You guys can find me here weekly with the TGS panel, and then with RV, and the rest of the crew on the Saturday Smirk Talk for Saturday of every month.
Yes.
Too, and if you guys want something to listen to, myself and Jose actually co-produced the soundtrack for that podcast, so you guys can check that out on any music platform under the Raiders. But yeah, you guys can find me here. All social medias, the Raiders, and everything.
All right. Thank you for that, Sir Juan. And of course, Sir Joel. Where can they for your ex?
Hey, thanks very much, everybody, for being here for this episode of 4X Games. I hope this served as a good introduction for you as to how fascinating and how much fun a 4X game can be. You can always find me here on the Timeless Gamers Show as much as possible, unless life gets in the way. I'll be here every single episode as much as I can. Also, you can find me on twitch.tv and on Facebook. As Banyagi Native, I don't stream on Facebook anymore as hashtag FUFB. But also, you can also find me on the brand new streaming platform, streamer.live, STREAMR.LIVE. I do stream a variety of retro and modern games. Whenever I get the chance, I do relax when I do my streaming. And yes, as much as possible, check us out in all of our episodes. We have a few surprises coming up. We'll just keep them under wraps right now, but who knows? You guys might be interested in what we have coming up in store for you in the near future. We here at Timeless Gamer Show have a few little good things coming up for our regular audience and for those of you who might be interested in who we are as Timeless Gamer Show. Back to you, Joe.
All right. Thank you for that, Sir Joel. Now, it's almost what? It's almost April, so that means Saturday Smart Talk will be back on the first Saturday of April.
Mhm.
That would be April 5th, I believe. Oh, April
Mhm.
4th. Yeah,
Fourth,
April
yes.
4th. So yeah. So expect the Saturday Smarks will be taking over on that particular Saturday. Okay. But you still got us, all right? So we still got one more Timeless Gamer episode before we hit April. All
Mhm.
right, before the Smarks will take over. And that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for for joining us for the 4X episodes. Thank you all so much again and again and again and again. And again. And as always, our games and our bodies may grow out of date, but our gaming experiences will forever remain. Ten, 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 ten.
Timeless.
Timeless. All right. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, guys. Make sure you take that one more turn until Monday, anyway.
Yes.
All right. Enjoy. Bye now.
Exterminate your enemies.
Yes.
Nuke, nuke, nuke.
Nope.